All right.
Welcome to yet another edition of POS. We kind of have a guest.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Bobby and I are here, and Dave Hintz, who hasn't been on in a while, but his camera is like him, dumb, so he can't be here. We can hear him, though. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. But, Bobby, how are you?
Oh, living the dream, buddy.
What's the dream?
It's where I drink myself to death tonight.
Whoa. That's weird. You don't wake up from that dream.
No, it's the best dream ever.
I don't know. Because a dream needs to have a wake up so you know it's a dream.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm doing well. I'm hanging in there. It's been a rough couple of days, but you keep marching on. That's what those people would have wanted.
Do you ever think, and this is terrible to say, but you just made me think of it. You know, those hanging in there posters they had a long time ago with the cat and stuff? Do you think those are hanging like by accident at like places where people almost committed suicide as motivation, or like hang in there? It's like, I couldn't even do that right.
You really, especially if it's like crooked or something.
The cat?
Like the poster.
Oh,
it's crooked. And
I
you're
thought you meant
like,
it's an evil
fuck
cat.
that up, right? Yeah.
If I ever worked at the suicide prevention hotline, I would stick that right over my cubicle just so I could talk people down.
What do you think your success rate would be there, Dave?
Very low.
I also like the idea of a bunch of cubicles. Everybody's just like, don't do it. Don't do it. Hold on. Did yours do it? Yeah. It's like, yeah, mine. They go back to the board, like 0 incidents since yesterday. It's like, God damn it. It's like, I don't know. If I'm going to kill myself and all I can do is call a hotline and Dave answers, I'll kill myself.
It depends. How quickly do you think Dave could go into retard voice? Because if he did retard voice, he'd bring me around pretty quickly.
100% my line would just be like, listen, I'm not here to prevent your suicide. Listening to you assholes bitch about how shit your life is and what gets me by.
But Dave, if you did if I was like, I just don't think there's anyone worse than me, and then you answer in your Downs voice, and you're like, well, I can help you, whatever the voice is you do.
It's going to get better.
No, if I'm doing that, it's just, I think you may have a point. I agree.
I don't like the supportive of the suicide Down syndrome character we're doing.
I honestly can't think of anything worse than what you're going through right now.
Okay, that's pretty good.
At least I'm an Olympian.
Everybody hugs me.
It's weird to not see Dave, and just sometimes his voice just comes out. It does feel like I'm talking to Bobby, but you and I both are having like a voice in our head that we're hoping the other one hears.
Yeah, it's kind of like schizophrenia, but in a group.
Schizophrenia.
Kind of like if you think, you know how they have all those cubicles of suicide prevention workers? It's kind of like therapy. The people who work there are just there because they've also been in that mindset, right? Yeah. So you get a streak of like 4. Do you think you got yourself a real Jonestown situation? Like, oh no. There was no one left to call.
Do you think the suicide prevention people are people who just couldn't kill themselves? So there's a big sign that says those who can't teach. Yes.
And
I said Dave is maniacally laughing makes this so much crazy.
All right, folks, this has been POS. It's not getting better than that. We'll catch you next time.
Well, here's the worst part, Bobby. We're going to get like our regular 2 comments of criticism, and someone's going to go, now they got a laugh track. It's like, we didn't get a laugh track.
We picked the world's most annoying laugh track.
Oh, God,
was that or Jimmy Carr, and we went with Hintz?
Yeah. All right, let me do a POS story right away from the gate just to get this going. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It's a quick one. It's something I saw at an open mic the other day. So, comedian at the open mic. It's a bar for Dave. It's a Hungry Tiger in Manchester. It's a small little bar. Been doing open mic on and off for like 10 years probably. They always have like, 12, 13 people watching, quote unquote, but they're really just drunks at the bar, but they do turn around. They do have an okay stage because small bands play there, but it's usually like the same 8 to 10 comics all the time. And I went last second just to work on something. What the fuck night was that? Tuesday. So I go there, and the guy who hosts it, but sometimes doesn't host, this guy Matt Heath. He goes up and he's doing his 5-minute set. He's like third. He does like a joke or two, and then he stops. And because he's been working at this bar, through the open mic for like 10 years, right? So he knows the people enough and has relationships with the people there. And he goes, I just want to say that everyone take their beer and hold it in the air for a minute as a toast to, we lost one of the regular patrons here, Gippy, what I think his name was, or something like that. He goes, Gippy was a good man. Everyone hold your beer up, hold your beer, and toast it. The Gippy didn't really like our jokes. He would just yell things at us and stuff, but he kind of laughed, and he's not here now, so toast to Gippy. And then everyone takes a sip of their drink, and then he had 2 minutes left of his set. So then he followed it with, do you think in the Jetsons when the air cars crashed together and someone fell out of it, they didn't know if they were going to die because they never hit the bottom? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? No one else really knows. I'm out loud going, what is this timing? Like, so I go up like 3 comics later, and I just start up.
Boy, when Gippy hit that other car, he knew he was dead on impact.
No, yeah, Gippy. What is Gippy? What's the difference between Gippy and George Jetson? Slap. But I go up after it. I'm like, Matt had already left, but I would have done, me, I would have done this regardless. He just happened to leave. But I was just like, if any of you fucks ever mention me during your 5-minute open mic set, I will come back and haunt the fuck out of you. If you don't sign my name up and just give 5 minutes of silence at every mic there is in Connecticut, I will punch you all. And I go, and if you are going to do it in the middle of your set, please write a better joke than the Jetsons. And it's like every kind of cheered, whatever. It was like, what the fuck? So who's the piece of shit in this story?
Just real quick, Pat. This Saturday at the Levity Live open mic, every comedian will be doing one joke as a tribute to Anthony Quinn. If you knew him and want to come out and pay your tribute, please, I'll see you there at 6.
During their set?
Yeah.
Like, for real. You're not making fun of what I just did as a story. R.I.P. Anthony Quinn. If you want to go back and watch that episode, he was on with us once. Choose a different episode. But anyway.
Yeah, watch one of his podcasts or watch one of ours. Don't do with the crossover.
Because R.I.P. to Anthony Quinn, but also R.I.P. as in really irritating podcast guest. That's what R.I.P. also stands for. Whatever. He was a comic. I think he would have liked that. I don't think he ever got a joke, but still. Anyway. But anyway. Okay, so if you're going to go to that mic, do a joke. And then please also do a Jetsons joke right after.
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay, so now it changes. Who's the piece of shit in this story?
What do they use in the future to butt fuck?
What?
Astroglide.
They use that now.
Dog. That
I
was
wanted
the
to
dog.
be mad at that.
But that's a thing. That's a thing called that now.
Yeah, it's staying power. It's still a good product.
Please don't beat that animal.
When he popped up as the cow, right as you were talking about Gibby passing away, dude, I almost passed out from laughing.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what the fuck? And now he's some kind of butt ferret. I don't know what that is.
It's a panda.
Dude,
I also hate the Chinese, but I at least know what a fucking panda is.
We'll talk about it in a minute, but you're what Dan Brown just caught in his cage this week. It's also new on the YouTube. Dan caught another critter. We'll catch up in a minute. But let me get to this story. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Is it me for telling the story? And also going on stage after and not being able to the guy tried to have a moment. He was trying to be funny at a show and also be respectful to the guy. It's hard to combine both. So he did what he had to do. He wanted to do something he thought was nice. So is it me? Is it him for doing that? Like, don't do a toast while you're third on the list and other comics have to go up after. It's weird to set that tone. It's already an open mic. And people aren't going to laugh much. Now you've mentioned death. It's a little weird. Is it Gippy? What are you doing? This is the worst bar ever. If that's who knows you, if that's your tribute, if that's your eulogy, no offense, you should be kind of happy you're dead. Like, you shouldn't that shouldn't be the memories. You know what I mean? Tuesday night open mic, fucking some guy who goes third mentions you quit. That's that's like being the 8th guy from Menudo. Like, it doesn't matter. Were you even in Menudo? Does it even fucking matter? I hate the ferret. Can't laugh at this. I can't. Is it Dave for being a fucking ferret? Whatever the fuck that is. Is it Bobby for going, wait, Pat, you want to feel worse? A real friend of mine died, and we're doing the thing you're shitting on for the POS story as a tribute to him. So who's the piece? Or is it Dave for Astroglide? Who's the piece of shit in the story?
Astroglide was pretty solid.
Please.
I'd like to fight you on that, Dave, but he's right. It was pretty solid.
Okay, but he can't say Astroglide as that animal. Can we not?
Oh, sorry.
I don't.
Sorry.
Stop. Why are you wearing a hoodie? What is that? Why is that Zoom?
That's my avatar. It's the last.
Kind of like
it. He laughs when I laugh.
What are you?
I know, it's a panda. Like a panda.
That's not a panda.
It's like a ferret panda. A panda.
It looks like 2 speakers.
Hold on, let's see what else I can be.
No, stop. Answer this, Dave. Who's the piece of shit?
I'm kind of pissed off at Gimpy just for being a grown adult like that.
I don't think I got the name
know.
right, but it's definitely not Gimpy anymore.
What was his name? That's what
I don't know.
Right,
I
Gimpy?
said Libby, I think, and then
Libby.
Bobby said Gibby, and then I think you said Gimpy. So I'm not sure what his name is, but yeah, Gimpy's fine. Go ahead.
Fucking Gimpy.
No, he's dead. To be clear, Gimpy is actually dead.
Well, good. That's the one solace
To
I
be
take
clear,
from this story.
He's not fine. I was wrong. I meant using the term Gimpy. You're correct, sir. I have to be clear. The term Gimpy is fine. The man Gimpy is not.
He's not okay. He's dead. I'm going with Gimpy for this because he started all of this shit.
And how?
Well, I just for being such a lovable guy that he had to interrupt his everybody raise your glass for Gimpy. If you didn't know Gimpy, he was the world's best. He was always gimping around. Yes. And then the Jetsons. What's up with them flying cars?
That's not Gimpy, that's Matt.
Yeah. They both suck.
So it's a tie.
Yes.
Okay. Stop being an animal. Bobby.
Oh, this is tough. You either got to open your set with the toast or end your set with the toast.
Right?
You can't put it in the middle like it's a new joke you're working on.
Because he had done like 2 minutes of bits. And then I'm standing next to this other comic, Chad, who's a great kid. And I just go, is he really doing this? He goes, yeah, he's really doing it like right now.
Oh, yeah,
I go, is he done with his set, you think? He goes, yeah, he's probably going to stop early. And then he goes, the Jets. And we're both like, what the fuck?
So in my book, it's not him for that because that's actually funnier than if he had done it the way you're supposed to. It's me.
No, Dave.
What?
Yeah, no, that's gonna get us in trouble.
For 1,000 reasons.
What? Why does it matter?
It matters.
What are you talking about?
You're killing Pat.
Oh my God. Why does it matter? Why does it matter?
I don't see.
We're going to talk about wild shit to a boy? No, thank you.
What problem do you see?
Stop being a boy.
Fine. Jesus. What's that?
Nope. So much worse.
Well, I just don't know where the buttons are.
Oh, no,
You
Dave.
do.
That one's fine. That one's fine, Dave. It's actually beautiful. That one matters.
Okay. Oh, fine.
It's
Jeez.
right in the middle of me choosing who the POS was.
Why is his hair like that?
Why is he laughing? Why is he moving?
There we go. That's
Whatever
fine.
career I thought I was going to have is gone. It's fine.
We got this. It's gonna be great, guys.
Let's go back to the panda for the love of Christ.
There's
There we
that.
go.
There we how's that? Is that acceptable now? Oh, look at
Actually,
me.
This
Just
is
wearing
amazing.
whiteface.
Yeah, that guy talking
Right.
shit is great.
I don't like hanging out with a little twink on this podcast. I'm not sure if that avatar is a boy or a girl, but
I mean, I don't think you and I have boy setting. I think Dave's computer is the only one that has that, by the way. Hey, move your head again.
Yeah.
Move your head.
I don't think it moves.
No,
my-
you did. You moved. You
How
laughed.
did
You turned.
Did I? Oh,
lean
when
back
I
and
laughed.
laugh.
Lean back and laugh. No, lean. There you go.
Oh, fuck that.
That's
No, it only does it by
terrifying.
the voice.
Terrifying.
It's great, dude.
Bobby,
Anyway.
go ahead.
The piece of shit is me because I was bitching last week about how no one I know dies, and I'm gonna,
Seriously.
yeah. And
Seriously.
literally, dude.
I was going to say
everybody
that to you,
died,
but I didn't want to say anything. And so many people you
Holy
know
shit.
died.
so- Yeah.
That's tremendous. Oh, God. How did that happen?
Which part?
All of it.
I don't like when a child asks us, what's death?
Yeah, I don't want to explain this to a kid.
Uh,
Especially Hitler's favorite kid.
Yeah.
Why is that kid is so white?
It's the Hitler Youth mascot.
this got hurtful, guys.
His
I'm
eyes are so blue they're clear.
Yeah, I'm trying to
breathe.
look. I'm trying to get
Plus,
it so that
like-
I look like me.
I mean, that is the closest you've been to you, other than the panda. Pat, who's the piece of shit in the story?
Bobby, did anyone answer? Did you answer?
Yeah, it was me. Because I said the thing about death and then everybody died.
Okay.
Or, okay, all right, if you want the real piece of shit, and I love you, but it's you. And
Yeah.
not because you couldn't go up there and not make fun of him for doing it. It's because you should have just also given a tribute, the worst tribute you could have to somebody else, and then closed it with an even hackier joke.
To be fair, I would have done that, but there was a big fat lady who wouldn't stop talking. So I had to do a lot of my focus on that.
Yeah, no, I had an incident with a cunt like that last night as well.
I'm going to call her a big fat lady.
I said what I said, and I said it on stage. So there's.
I don't know if
really
you
no
guys
thinking
heard,
about
there
it.
was a story from an aquarium last week that one manatee fucked another manatee to death
my
at an
God.
aquarium, but they were brothers.
Ugh.
So I was trying to do a bit about that, and this one lady just talked during it, and I went, "I'm talking about your sex," and everybody started laughing.
That's about as clean and cut as you can get with
Yeah.
just shutting somebody the fuck up.
Right? It's like, oh,
Oh, God.
I don't. You know what? This is worse than
What are you
everything.
talking about? This is
Why
pretty
are the
spot
lips
on.
so red?
I got red lips.
Oh,
What color should they be?
I don't know, but
Cocksucker
dude, this
red
is
lips.
the collared shirt. I don't know what's happening, but this is screaming like just art teacher who diddles you. No, don't laugh and move around. Bobby, I agree. The piece of shit is me. For telling this story, for inviting Dave onto the podcast.
Yeah, that was.
Also,
that
it's
was
for
a
you.
bad
It's
move.
you too. Because, by the way, Bobby, not only was as far as Dave, I want you to know that Bobby and I both, you're one of our favorite people to have on the show. We love having you on. I haven't talked to you in a while, so I reached out and I said, Dave, you want to come on? You're like, hell yeah. He always is excited. So I reached out to Bobby, knowing the week that Bobby's had. We were joking around with things, but Bobby lost a couple people that were kind of close to him this week. And
I'm
also,
sorry.
that made work hard. A lot of things happened. Bobby and I have talked. We have fun doing the podcast. We know a lot of people don't watch, but this is kind of like Bobby's therapy. I'm one of the few people who doesn't put shit on Bobby. We just have fun
Yeah,
and
we
joke
just hang out.
around. So because of that, I knew he'd want to do it. So earlier in the week, I'm like, I know your week is tough. If you want a podcast, I've got this day and this day open. I won't go do this and that. I want to be here for you. And he's like, awesome. Let's choose that day. When I tell him you're going to be on, he literally says, tell Dave, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you, basically. And
Aw.
my soul. I'm sorry, my
Yeah, I
soul.
said,
I
thank
went
you
by the
for
heart.
my soul. Yeah,
For
when
my
I heard
soul.
you coming on, I knew it'd put me in a better
But if
mood.
I said, hey, he's going to make us feel awful in a way that we both don't even understand.
I would have said definitely book him.
Oh, man. Man. Yeah, it's me. It's me as the piece of shit.
Well, let me
No.
ask you guys, what do you want me to look like? Because I can do a lot of stuff here.
I
mean,
think
alright.
that you should just no. We shouldn't guess. I think you should just keep surprising us. I think it's more
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, but
You
I
got
thought
it.
I kind of thought we were all just gonna do stills for the episode, so I kind of had a still ready to go.
Steven still.
Oh, hit me. Yeah, let me see.
I don't have my glasses on. I'm gonna kill her.
Myself.
Oh, myself.
Yeah.
You really didn't judge the amount of paper you had, huh? Who was
I
that?
can't
Who
even-
was that person with you?
Yeah,
That was
who
Sabrina
that
Piper
person?
from Bobby
Oh.
Tamboro's old school late night talk show in the afternoon with very special guest and co-star Sabrina Piper.
Oh, I thought that was Gallagher or Gallagher 2.
Well, that's hurtful.
No,
Sabrina's a
all I
star.
saw was I don't have the glasses on and the hair was different. Put it back. Ready? Hubba hubba.
There we go.
Better?
That's the reaction we
There
needed.
you go.
Dave, don't you say a fucking word looking like that.
What do you think, sir?
I can't have your reaction coming up every time I see Sabrina.
Yes, I like that. You know what that
Put her
looks
back
like?
up.
That Dave looks like if a movie that was trying to be like, Bobby, you just took acid, and then you go into like a library and it becomes like cartoon, and that's the guy at the library going, "Welcome to the microfiche." It's like, I don't need this.
Can I tell you what Dave looks like? He looks like Eastside Dave's drag character, Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes, he does look like that. He also just like there was an old sketch, and I think Bobby, you're too young for, but you might know. Saturday Night Live had this old sketch called Sprockets, and it was
yeah.
yes, and it was Mike Myers, and he'd be this German, and he goes, "Now we dance," and it was like he looked like you, but like his hair was black brown, but same thing. But this, I don't know why, but the sweater is making me more uncomfortable than
Why
everything
is
else.
the sweater? That's I wear sweaters. I wear
Is it
sweaters a lot.
I
is
know.
it because Dave fits me better than my favorite sweater?
That's
Well,
That's
you know what? I
weird.
want to destroy that sweater. Yeah, and just walk away.
well. Then
As
you
I
should just
walk
walk
away. Watch me unravel. I'll soon be naked. Oh, you know who we talked to? I
you
talked
talk
to
to?
the guy, the lead singer of Foreigner on the radio.
Are you shitting me?
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Lou Graham.
Yeah,
I would
lose
not
the
have
shit.
come up with that name in a million years.
You know what Lou Graham looks like now?
No.
Everyone's grandma. He sang at he's doing well. He sang at the Milford Oyster Festival.
Okay. You
But
sure
it was
he's
like
doing well?
packed. But Chaz and AJ brought him up. You know, they brought him on stage and everything like that. And I guess he's the voice of Foreigner, even though he's not in Foreigner anymore. But he was like he's the singer, so like it's not Foreigner without him. But he was doing all the hits. But people were calling up saying, "Well, their favorite song." They were ranking them for the week, like talking about it and everything. I don't know why so many people like that song "Jukebox Hero." I hate the song "Jukebox Hero" more
Really?
than any song in the world. It's the worst song of all fucking times.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What do you
I
hate
gotta go
about
with
that
Bobby on this.
fucking piece of American poetry?
Poetry.
He's standing there in the rain,
He got one guitar.
turned way down low.
How do you say "Jukebox Hero"? What does that even mean?
I love that song.
Dude, how as a comedian do you not get goosebumps when you hear that song?
Agreed.
Because I'm good.
In a town without a name.
No, that's about a loser.
in a
In
heavy,
a heavy
downpour.
downpour,
Yeah, it's a loser
gotta
song.
cast
I
his own
disagree.
shadow.
Disagree.
You
I'd-
don't get that
I'd
it's
much
the
rather hear
path?
"Cold as Ice"
So he
Ugh.
at
or
first
"Double
he,
Vision."
at first he comes in, right, and he's listening.
Oh, I know it, dude.
And he
We
wants
play it
to
on
be a
PLR
musician.
every day.
As
Every
you should.
oh, dude, no, fuck.
That's my favorite yet.
I gotta
I
keep
don't know what it is, but that's my favorite.
on.
It's like if Dennis Rodman was on Boondocks.
It is Rodman.
Wait, what's on your mouth?
It's supposed to be my beard.
Oh, I thought you just paid for a car ride. Oh, stop,
Uh,
Bobby. You got anything you want to talk about? Because I think this should be more of a let Bobby talk about. You know, it's not a POS story. So, there's anything you want to talk about, so we can just make you feel good.
Yeah. No, I'm all right, man. Like,
No, but I just meant in
The
general.
reality
Just
is-
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
did a lot
yeah.
of stuff this week, but you probably didn't get to like joke and be yourself. Is there anything you think on your mind?
Uh, not too much. I got a haircut and I really wasn't happy with the barber. I think my exact words were, "What the fuck did you do to my beard?" And then I tried to get a refund for the beard trim, but
You're
that
always
didn't
getting
happen.
mad at people.
All right, here's the thing. I said no, don't take any length off, and he took like 3 inches off my beard. And
It
then he
was
was
a
like,
little
"But
scraggly. He was probably trying to help you get some puss.
yeah, but all right, it had. See how yours is kind of straight and angular, right? Like it had that look to it, and now I look Germanic. It's round.
Why are
It's
you
not
paying to
flattering.
do that? I just do it.
What's
Yeah,
wrong looking Germanic?
was trying to peacock.
What's Germanic?
This, me.
Yeah, like that, like
Germanic.
neck beardy.
You're a German guy named Mick. I'm Germanic.
I'm phobic of whatever that is. But
I don't like this at all.
and he was like, "Well, you got to get a haircut at least." And I was like, the haircut, the beard's like the fat friend you bring around, so people don't realize how ugly you are. The haircut sucks, but by comparison to the beard, yeah, it's the fucking Mona Lisa." And then I didn't get my money back, and I didn't do anything about it because I'm pretty sure they're all mobbed up. But here's the moral of that story:
Mobbed up.
if somebody offers to trim your beard and he himself doesn't have a beard, I'd say no.
I couldn't tell you the last time I was at a barber.
Well, I mean,
And Bobby, you don't have much more hair than me. I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, what are you doing? Stay at home. Just do it yourself. You're paying for nothing.
are you familiar with the phrase "needed a win"?
Yeah, but you didn't get a win. You got an L.
No, I know. Then I broke a knuckle on the steering wheel, but I don't think it had so much to do with the haircut, if that makes any sense.
Were you jerking off?
No.
You broke a knuckle, not scuffed it. You broke it? A knuckle
It was pretty
on the
swollen and
steering
purple.
wheel? Wait,
Yeah.
you got into your car and you, out of rage from a beard cut?
Sometimes it's a straw that broke the camel's back. But let's talk about my show last night. That was fun. What?
No.
Yeah. No, that's how we
No.
did it.
Wait, you punched a steering wheel and you just called that the straw that was broke? No, your fist broke the camel's back.
the fist did not break the steering wheel. Turns out, if you're playing fist steering wheels,
Roulette.
accelerator, yeah, fucking steering wheel beats fist.
Dave, what's the craziest thing you ever punched that wasn't a person?
Well, I kicked a flamingo once. I was.
Oh, don't lie to us.
No, this is true. It was.
That's a gay slur.
Wait, a plastic one?
No, I was like, we went to Disney World when I was like, I don't know, seven or eight. And I was like, look, a flamingo. And I pointed at it and it bit my finger. So I kicked it with my little 7-year-old foot right at stupid flamingo face.
Seems fair.
What happened to you?
Not much. It was fine. The flamingo just kind of wandered away. And I went back to my parents, and from to this day forward, I kind of have beef with flamingos.
I hate you.
Why? What's wrong?
Nothing. How about you? What's the craziest thing you've punched?
Flamingo bro over here.
You just call me a flaming bro?
Flamingo. I'm trying to think. That's not people, and it's not a dog.
Yeah, you don't punch animals.
No, I haven't. I'm just trying to think if I ever punched an animal. I have not. Dave wins in that one. What did I? Oh yeah. We had when I played rugby, at our house we had those like small kitchen tables that would they could fold, so if you like travel, they had wheels on them. They would, the wings would come up and they could fold down and almost be like thin. I had one of those for my home, and they let me take it with me. So I brought it there, and that became our beer pong table, which was like the craziest beer pong table because it could fold up, and we had drawn little things on stuff like that. And we were playing like long tournaments with it. So we could actually bring that with us to like rugby game. We throw it with the wheels in the thing, and just show up in someone's house 2 hours away, and they would pull up this shitty folding table. Like, fuck you. They had a real kitchen table that would fold out.
That's awesome.
But we were playing that game one time in this one, and I was playing with a guy, my buddy, and we were playing against another school, and we were just drinking and playing whatever. And there was this really hot chick from Northeastern was the college we were playing, and there was this really hot chick there, and she was drinking and she was watching the game, and she goes, "Whoever wins gets to grab my tits."
Oh,
And the second they said that, my buddy got like so like college Will Ferrell cartoon ass horny. Like you almost saw like like star like wah wah like in the eyes. Yeah,
Heart
like the
pumping out
tongue,
his
and
chest, yeah.
it was like that he just fucking threw the ball like this, and it like hit a wall and then flew back. And he was hitting every shot. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, can't focus. I go, she's not really gonna let you grab it. That's like assault, dude. Like, just focus. And then so the guy on the other team got the ball, and they just went bing, 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 and then one. They just grabbed him in front of us, and I was just like, I punched my own table and broke like. Just I'm more mad at him, but I just got like a hammer, like a whack-a-mole, and it just the leg that was holding it up snapped underneath, and it was just done, and we had no more table.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because that guy got too horny.
so she did make good on the grab the tit though.
She was dating one of them.
Oh, that's stupid.
It was a whole scam, but I wasn't as drunk as my idiot friend.
That is a scam.
Yeah, she wasn't gonna let anyone just grab her boobs. She had
think
class.
that's-
She was a cheerleader at a rugby drink-off.
It's more on your friend than you.
Oh, without a doubt, but that's what I punched at the table. I didn't kick a flamingo in the face. I did have a buddy one time feed an ostrich meat at the Big E, and that was fucked up.
That is fucked up. They don't
That's
care.
Also
fucking care.
hilarious.
Yeah, he just goes, "It's your brother. It's your brother." My buddy Aaron just kept doing that. We looked over, and someone goes, "What are you feeding him?" He goes, "His own kind." And they're like, "Get out of here!" They were having ostrich chariot races.
And the ostrich is like, you think that's bad? You should hear about what these
Mammals.
I don't know, these walruses did to each other.
Yeah, those mammoths, whatever they were, what's the word now? I can't remember.
Walrus.
Manatees. Yeah, they were. That's the big story. So on stage, I was kind of saying, like, I go, yeah, it's the worst part is they were brothers. And this guy goes, they're gay. In the crowd, and I go, well, I don't think that's gay. I
No,
think
that's
when
gay.
it's your brother, I go, you don't get it. So I said, I tried to joke. I said, you don't get the parade that month. Like, you know what I mean? When you fuck your brother, you don't get to be on a float with RuPaul. Like it's a different level.
What do you think the plus stands for? It's like it's gay, but if you're fucking your brother, it's a
But
plus.
the plus stood for size. They're plus size. Don't fatties get time too?
It does seem like there's a pretty strong correlation between those two.
Yeah. Don't start us to get on the Lizzo thing. That was a whole last week. Jesus
Jesus.
Christ.
Oh, I missed that.
That was a lot.
So is she.
So
Yeah.
she.
So here's a POS story. I
Yeah.
go to do a show with Pedro last night. Pedro,
Former guest of the show. Hilarious, Pedro.
I
Pedro
was gonna,
Garcia, correct?
Yep. When he brought me up, I was gonna go. Thank you, Pedro. The only reason I have the spot is because I'm banging his mom. But Jesse told me he'll literally hit you when you get off stage, and so I told that joke to Pedro, and he was like, "Yeah, Jesse's right. Yeah, I would have hit you when you got off stage."
Why?
I was
Are you
like,
banging his
100%.
mom?
No, that's just a joke, and it's a trigger for Pedro. He really doesn't like mom jokes. And then the minute I found out it was a real trigger, I have to make the joke as often as I can.
Yeah.
It's like a psycho.
Wait, but where do you think that comes from?
Yeah. Does he love his mom?
Or do
Does he-
a lot of people bang his mom?
Is his
I
mom
don't-
hot?
I think his mom has been faithful to
He's
his
a
father.
handsome devil. I bet you
He's
his mom
very
is
good
hot.
looking. Yeah. I guarantee you she's got those
Oh,
genes.
so
But
he's-
anyway.
he's just like I love my mom kind of guy.
Yeah, well, he's Latino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big time. But I go up and you guys heard what was going on.
Wait, Dave, you know him.
Yeah, you know Pedro. He was there.
We
at
did the
sh-
show
we did
together. We went up there and did the Bobby World.
He was the taller one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
was-
yeah.
He was the funnier one.
No.
No, that day was we talked
Oh,
about all
fair.
right. Jesse's great, but on that day, Pedro was killing it with the impressions
Yeah.
of Sammy Sosa and all that shit he did.
He
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I mean,
he
we
was
left
killing
there,
it.
and Dave and I are like, they're both funny, but Pedro's at a different goddamn level. We
Pedro
watched
was
him.
in-
We're like,
yeah.
this guy needs to be in sketches. Like we were going the whole
what
ride
would,
back.
what do you keep saying was like due to my birthday? What just
Yeah, it
kept
was
saying it was
something
the
like that.
one thing and it just kept we were laughing about it the whole
He's
way
the-
home.
I don't know. That's the episode that'll never come out. So it's
Oh, it may. You never know. The lost tape. One of the sketches came out, but anyway.
the best one.
So I go up, and again, you guys heard my headset, so I'm not. I had a show the night before; it went fine. So it's not just me going up there and attacking the crowd. But there's been one group that's been talking, and one woman in particular all night. And I'm like, if I do crowd work, it's not going to be fun It's going to
Right.
be aggressive. So I just ignore it and I go into my normal shit, which you guys have all heard a million times. But I start out, I go, "Who
It's still
hates what they
solid.
do for a living?" And they go, this one woman in particular goes, "I wish I could do what I do for a living." And I go, "Well, I guess we're talking to you. What do you do?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm in SAG and we're protesting." And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry." She goes, "Yeah, protesting stuff." And I go, "No, no, no. I'm sorry because you're in SAG and I don't know who you are." She was like, "What?" And I
Oh.
was like, "Anybody with any success, I would recognize. You wouldn't have to tell me you're in SAG. I would just know because you're good at what you do." But here you are, working real hard protesting, huh? At the comedy show tonight. I remember when my grandfather was protesting the steel mills and they were blowing up each other's cars. But yeah, this is protesting and just really leaned into it. Eventually got the crowd on my side, except for that
Wow.
table.
Yeah, I think you lost that table.
Yeah, yeah. And then ended by going, "Hey, here's a joke you'll fucking hate," and did my trans joke and just made nonstop eye contact with her. And was like, "Right, you know what I'm
Wow.
saying, Pedro. Anyway, that's my time, buddy. Here you go."
Wow.
Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it me? Is it Pedro? Or is it the table for not shutting the fuck up?
So they were legit being assholes, like just heckling and shit.
I don't
or
want to
just
say the table. I just want to say one woman in
one
particular.
woman, the
Yeah.
one who was protesting.
Oh, I forgot the important part. The one, well, I guess they were all protesting that day, but one of the girls is dating Pedro.
The
I
one that
didn't know that.
spoke.
The
No,
one
no,
that
no,
was
no, no,
being
no,
like,
no, no.
okay.
Well, that
I didn't know
matters.
that going
Yeah,
in. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it does.
I also did not know that going in. This was information that came to later.
It's weird that you wouldn't know that while you're banging his mom.
Yeah, you think
Well,
you
I
talk.
mean-
You would think you would have that information.
It's usually when she texts me, "Hey, Pedro's taking the girl out, La Nina." I lost my Spanish confidence pretty quickly halfway through that.
And you're like, okay, abuela.
Yeah, abuela. I'm gonna fuck you like you're my brother, and I'm a manatee.
Pedro, you can call me Poppy, just like your mom.
That might have been the joke that did it. Actually, did.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Pat? It was on here where he freaked out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Only on you. Remember, I
Really?
did it and he was fine.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
me.
It was just, it wasn't about his mom. It was about you fucking his mom. Like, that what bothered him. I'm of age. You're just a young creep trying to fuck his mom.
Yeah, trying to
I
get
can
that
be
Gonzalez
Pedro's dad.
gene.
That's how old I am.
Trying to get those Garcia genes. So, Dave, who's the piece of shit in the story?
They were Jordache, by the way. The older,
The Garcia-
Latinos. They were the Jordache genes. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know. It sounds like the table's a piece of shit. Anyone who goes to a comedy club and talks to anyone who's not, just fuck that. They're pieces of shit. I hate that. I can't stand hecklers. Fuck you. Fuck your life. You're a piece of shit.
I don't disagree.
I agree with your choice, but I disagree with why. Like, I agree that it was not the table, it was the woman. Because it wasn't about the heckle. I don't mind a heckle because I kind of like dabble in that.
Yeah,
if someone's
you
gonna
do
do it, and I like playing off on that, and they're just trying to be funny, but they're not. I like to go back and forth. As much as we all hate the saying of, I was trying to help. Sometimes I hate to say it, it does. Like, you don't want it to, but you're like, oh, you said this, it made me think of this, and now I go over here, whatever. She was just trying to let the world know that she was in SAG, that she is not writing right now. I'm shocked she didn't write what she used to write for, but then she probably thought she'd get in trouble because she thinks people are watching her. And so that's the reason why she's a piece of shit, is because how she heckled. If she just said, I wish I could do my job right now and I can't. And then you said, what do you do? And you're like, I'm a writer. We're on strike. Just wish I could do the job. You probably would have gone, oh, that sucks. Not as bad as my thing. And then moved on from the thing. But then she had the fucking peacock with it and be like, I'm a SAG and I'm da-da-da. And that's when you're like, all right, fuck you. Because it wasn't about, she didn't say it sadly. It's like, it's like, what are you? It's like, well, I'm a Chilean coal miner. I wish I could be working right now, but everyone else died in the coal mine. And until they dig out all my fellow Chileans, I can't get in there. You're like, oh, sorry for your Chilean loss. Like, that'd be a different thing.
Yeah, that'd be a little rougher.
Chilean loss.
I agree with you,
funny.
and I wouldn't have gone into it all. That's why I hit it with the heckle or the response I did, because it was like she just wanted us to know she's in SAG.
Since you, I misspoke. Since you did invite the conversation, she's not heckling. I still feel like You asked the question, she answers, so she's not shitty. But still, my original point about hecklers is valid. And
Oh, absolutely. I also don't enjoy
Betty
hecklers.
Davis.
I get Pat's point though. Like this was a bar show, so sometimes one person engaging with you will get the whole room to pay attention. You can win it over. Like it would have been good if she was down to
Yeah.
play ball, but she just wanted to make it about her.
Yeah.
You know what, Dave? You just reminded me of something I didn't realize one part of the story. You just kind of helped me change my answer. I thought that you said you were just telling a joke about it, and then she heckled. If you did indeed say who has a job they hate and asked for an answer,
Yeah.
then you fucking allowed an idiot who's going to answer. Idiots. I tell Dave, every young comic, I tell this. Don't ask questions because the answer is not going to be what you want it to be. But my favorite, I understand what you were doing, and you had a great response, so it worked out. But you did invite her to be the asshole that she is. If you if you leave your door unlocked and you get robbed, then you're an idiot. If they break in the door, then it's on them. You know what I mean? So I always tell people don't ask questions. Like I watch so many open mics where comics are like, "Who here watches Netflix?" And then no one says anything. They keep going, what, really? Really? Nobody watches Netflix? You don't watch you ain't too poor. You don't have Netflix. The guy's like, all right, yeah, man, yeah, I watch Netflix. Say, okay. You ever see Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? It's like, just tell the joke. You didn't need to. If they don't say yes, do you not tell the fucking joke? But yeah, you're the piece of shit now. Anyway, go ahead.
To be fair, the question was who hates what they do for a living, not who likes what they do and wants to tell us about it.
I guess, but you're also asking for an idiot to speak. Anytime
No,
you give them any room.
I roped the dope.
Because someone else is going to go, yeah, man, I work at a funeral home. And I just had to embalm the worst podcast guy. Right.
Friday night had a guy. And that's what he did for a living. He worked at a funeral home and had to embalm a guy before the show. It's crazy.
Did you say, do you put the fun in funeral?
I did. And then I was like, I'm going to kill myself. So can you get me a discount?
Well, why would you can't pay for it. You're dead.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, you don't need a discount.
Oh, this changes everything, Pat.
Yeah,
you really opened up a can of worms here.
Which is what's going to be inside your coffin. A can of worms. Dave, stop it. Dave's just trying to do goofy cartoon reactions now with his face.
I'm trying to
Dave got mad that the last time he turned into like Grand Funk Railroad, whatever that was, we didn't all fucking laugh at it.
No, I was looking at it and I think I'm just going to stick with this.
By the way, if you don't appreciate what I just did there, anyway.
Grand Funk?
No, I called it Grand Funk Railroad.
You're right there.
Dave, how are you? You've been going through shit. You got anything for us?
Yeah, just general downhill. It's been fucking great.
You know what? Be a boy when you tell us about being downhill.
Be a boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
A white boy.
How quick was that?
Well, I can do, what do you want? There you go. I got a couple on standby.
Can you be a little girl?
Dude, stop it.
Figured that out. I could be a bunny.
Is that what you think's close enough?
There you go. That's
a fuckable bunny.
Wait, what are we doing?
Fucking bunnies.
I don't know.
Wait, what did you just say?
Excuse me. I'm just for my own safety. I'm just gonna change here real quick.
He did not like it when I implied the bunny was fuckable.
Well, I want to change. There we go.
Okay.
Oh boy. I have a strict no raccoon policy. Wow.
Well, I don't think that's a raccoon. That's the thing, King Julian. Right? I like to move it. I like to move it.
Oh, was that the what the hell were those things?
Lemurs.
Yeah,
remember when people gave a shit about lemurs for like 2 years? There was that lemur TV show.
No, you're thinking they were
Meerkat Manor. Never mind.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
You guys remember Zoom Boomafoo?
Yes.
What was that? Yeah, what was that?
Well, my kids watched it. Yeah, I remember it.
What was he before? Because it was Chris and Krat, Animal Brothers, and then they became Zoom Boomafoo.
Oh,
right.
Was that the guy with the eye? They have that like monkey thing.
They had a thing.
Yeah, that was an eye.
Yeah, right. That was it when they were just white men in the jungle.
It's
my favorite porn.
we caught here is a Lizzo.
Ooh, crikey.
Grab her by the sugar foot.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you can't be a
Yeah,
disappointed
you're
boy.
the one with the problem.
Yeah. Listen, I would, they won't let you make this fat, which I think is very, like, that's offensive that I can't be a plus size avatar. That's bullshit.
Well, you look like you could be doughy in the bottom.
No, I'm svelte. You can't
Yeah,
see
when
my
you're that
abs.
bunny.
Fat ass.
Uh,
So, Dave, you're going through some shit? What's going on?
yeah,
man?
just
Let's talk it out.
What's wrong,
Everything-
son?
everything fucking sucked. That's what's wrong. Everything's fine. It just every single thing I was doing for work all dried up at the same time and remained dried up. So I was like, huh, this is bad. And then for the first time in my life, I had a negative balance, like everything. Like, you owe us $50. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that's great. That's just fucking great. So, I went through that. I'm like, well, this isn't the worst thing. Really thought this probably isn't a good thing. Cause like I thought, I've never been flat broke before. I've been like, yeesh, but I've never been flat broke before. And now that I've done it, I'm like, that wasn't that bad. I don't think that's a good thing for me to realize. It doesn't make it any more difficult not to be broke ever again. Like, I'll just do that.
It loses its novelty quickly.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's when you get to the point where you're like, come and get me, then shit gets a lot easier.
Oh man, there's no more fear I ever get still at this age is when I'm like, I think I have a certain amount of money in there before I'm getting other money.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden 3 things come out that
Yep.
I didn't plan on coming out. And I look quickly and I need to I don't drive. So I have to take an Uber somewhere. And all of a sudden I'm minus $35. And I'm like, I got to now find $70 so I can get back because I've called the bank too many times in the last year saying, hey, can you let that go? So I've had those struggle times. So it's like now you got to fucking double down. You're not even broke. You're negative and you got to fight to get to zero. Yeah. It's like, yeah. I can't wait till I finally either die or make it. And I don't think either one's going to happen. I think I'm just always going to be broke and alive.
Well, what that did get me thinking is like, okay, so I made these purchases that I clearly did not have the money. In fact, I didn't have enough money for any of this to clear, but I still have those things that I bought, even though
you were buying things.
Yeah,
you're an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you don't know.
Yeah, I don't buy anything.
It was food. It was just okay. I need
just
this
steal
grocery.
that. They can't prosecute.
Well, now, but that's the thing is, by the time they shut down the transaction, like, oh, you don't have the money for this, it's too fucking late. I've already got everything.
What kind of food?
I don't remember. It was a sandwich, probably.
Yeah. What are you doing buying a sandwich? You just buy $1 box of pasta.
Or you get yourself
a pasta sandwich.
No, you don't have a sandwich. No sandwich.
I mean, the bread's gonna get soggy. That's ridiculous.
The meat is too much for you. You can't afford meat right now.
Yeah, what you want to do is get yourself 1 tub of slow dissolved protein. That way you can have 2 shakes a day.
Huh.
Can I run a joke by you guys?
Of course.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of this. I ran it by one. I did it one mic, and everyone kind of looked at me. This is really based in truth, and I probably shouldn't say this joke, but okay. And this is based on a real thing. I was thinking of ideas of jokes the other day, and I was thinking about me when I was younger. And I don't know why I thought about it, but I was thinking about the first time I heard certain words. You know what I mean? Like, so like when you're growing up and you're like, oh, that's the first time I heard this word. And like, I remember the first time I heard I found out the word cock meant penis. And I have joked, I even tried to do a joke with that one time too. I was like, well, they're going to change my mind because I thought caca or cocky was poop. And all of a sudden cock meant penis.
How are you going to fit a rooster up my ass, Uncle Paul?
I didn't even know they were called. I remember this isn't part of the joke, but I was at this is creepier. I was at a Cub Scouts thing, and it was 5 of us, and we went to the town hall in Cheshire, and one of the guys on in the Cub Scouts, his father was like they didn't have a mayor, they had like a town elder or whatever, alderman, whatever, like city guy.
Oh,
whatever.
gotcha. Yeah.
One of the it's like in charge, but he's not a mayor. So
right.
So him and our Cub Scout leader were talking in another room. They left us in like the town's like conference room where they would have meetings and stuff. And this one kid in my school, and we were like, so Cub Scout is like what 4th grade probably. We're a little older, whatever. Matt LaFrance, this kid, he broke out. He had a swank magazine in 4th grade. I didn't even know that was a thing, but we saw this thing. It's like lady had a big 80s crazy hair on the front. You can see like a tit. And he goes, look at this. I stole this from my brother. We're like, whoa. And we're in a fucking town hall in Cubs. We're wearing neckerchiefs. And he's breaking out this magazine. And we're going through it. And right in the middle is this one girl. And she's got her tits out. She's got pantyhose on, but you can see through the pantyhose. And it says Jill on her. Jill's first time. And then they had like a bubble coming out of her mouth. And she goes, I love cock. And I read that and I went, what? She likes poop? And Matt LaFrance looked at me and says, no, dude. Cock means penis now. And that's how I learned. Like now, he said. Not like it always has been.
Changed.
This is the moment. That's not the joke. The joke is when I was in 7th grade, I was so like every other
Matt LaFranc showed me his cock.
Yeah. He showed me his poop. He put his poop in my mouth and said, you were right all along. But in 7th grade, there was a kid in our school, and his name was Randy, and he was the kid. Remember, this is like in the 80s, late 80s, when everybody used the word gay. It was wrong, but everybody decided that Randy was gay. Now, I do know for a fact that Randy later in life is gay, but like nobody was out or even you're in 7th grade. No one's even being gay. He just was kind of feminine, whatever. So everybody would just call him gay all the time. But he wasn't a bad kid. It was just like you said it, but you also sat next to him at lunch. You know what I mean? Like whatever. So when we were going to school, and I was one of the broke kids, and my mom would pack us lunches, and she packed weird lunches. And so for a while, she just kept sending me to school with a cream cheese and jelly on white bread sandwich, which, by the way, is not
great.
It's fine if you just give it to you right in your house. But if you make it like the night before or like that morning, it's not like we had refrigerators in 7th grade. It's just in a paper bag in your locker. So now the bread's getting all mush. You got cream cheese, which is getting thick as fuck. Jelly is just weird. And it was never the right ratios. It was never one like equal amounts. There was either too much jelly squirt around, whatever. And it was wrapped in a cellophane thing, whatever. So I break that out. And as I'm opening my lunch bag, and everyone's going, oh, and Randy, everyone's like, oh, he's gay. You're gay. They just keep calling him gay while everyone's he's eating a hot dog. Look at you eating a hot dog, you're gay. And then I picked up the sandwich. And Randy saw it, and he goes, what are you eating, faggot? And I was like, oh my God, I just learned a new word from the guy that's one of those. Like, no, you can't become her and now get mad at me for saying that word. It was a quote. It was a quote, white woman.
I like that she has 5 o'clock shadows still.
No, it's not a she. It's me with my long flowing locks. Like when I get my shit together, I'm going to be all professorial. Look at me. I'm gorgeous.
Professor Dan Brown.
Yeah. I'm going straight from the classroom to the surfboard.
That's a she.
From the boardroom to the surfboard. No way, dude. That's a dude. That's a muscly dude.
That is the lady hair.
No, it's not.
When you get that little wave helmet part, that's lady.
Hold on. Let's see if I can.
Right, Bobby?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's a lady hair.
That's not lady hair. It's just fucking long, flowing hair.
And you've got like a mock turtleneck, like a little lady.
Know. It's the height as Adam's apple.
Yeah. But that does look like a social justice warrior getting mad at me for my sandwich joke.
You can't say that. That's our word now.
I got to edit it and move it around, but could that joke fly?
Oh yeah, it's a great joke.
Yeah,
I gotta build Randy more, so you really can't, so you don't see it kind of coming, and then like, can I try to do the sandwich enough in him enough where you kind of know it's gonna be a turn, but you don't know exactly what, you know what I mean? So
I like that you say faggot.
Jesus
that's
Christ.
Really giving it. I
wasn't happy with saying.
Oh, I thought that's what the joke was.
The part. The joke is about me being ignorant, and I shouldn't ever say that word.
I thought that word.
And I would never use it towards a person that was gay. I would only use it towards somebody who ate that sandwich.
That does. I actually do think that sandwich sounds delightful.
Now you're a woman now too, right?
With no, I'm a dude. I'm a sexy man. Like I'm a startup IT app guy.
You like blonde Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not sexy.
Yes.
Is Goldblum
Yeah.
sexy?
When has he not been? Name one movie he was not sexy in.
Jurassic Park.
The Fly.
What the fuck are you talking about? He was, and Goldblum was sexy both versions, like the Professor and the Fly.
Oh, I thought the what the fuck was about the Jurassic Park answer.
Yeah, it was. What the fuck
Oh,
are you
okay.
talking about? He was all dressed out in black.
It's
Johnny
the only
Cash.
Goldblum movie I know. And
Oh,
Was he in one of those like Independence Day?
he was in that. He was in Earth Girls Are Easy. He was in Buckaroo Banzai.
What?
You never saw Buckaroo Banzai?
right.
No,
You're from
tell
the
us
80s.
about that.
oh no,
Buckaroo
he
Banzai-
cannot be a character. He has a choice. He can be a cartoon character, or he could say things like Buckaroo Banzai.
Buckaroo
He
Banzai.
cannot
is
do both, or we're
it's a
going to fucking
great-
prison.
great, terrible movie from the 80s that I don't remember. I think Jeff Goldblum was a side character. So was Lawrence Fishburne.
It had to have something to do with a cowboy going to Japan.
He was a
right?
space cowboy. He was a space cowboy, Buckaroo Banzai, and it was like the eighth dimension. It's yeah.
Eighth dimension,
It's right up there with
homosexuality.
Is that the eighth?
Yeah,
Henry the eighth dimension I am?
that's why they don't make any sense. They're operating in different dimensions than we are.
Everything's in 3Ds.
Yeah. You're not gonna be happy with what D stands for,
No. You're gonna be pissed there's 3.
or that there's only 3.
Only 3.
Wait, Uranus has rings? Now.
Uh,
Dude, I hate you.
why? This is the
This
best
whole
look.
thing.
What?
Why is it a white? It's even scarier that it's like an all
I'm trying
white
to-
background.
Dude, I'm respectable. Can I change the background? I don't know. I
I
had
don't
a-
even know how to do what you did.
I like that your computer couldn't handle just sending us video, but we've had a 3D generated character the whole time.
Yeah, wait, yeah, that makes no sense. Isn't it working harder doing this?
Oh, look at that.
Wait,
I
you're on
can
the
do a
moon?
background. Yep, now I'm on the moon. This just got better.
On that note, Dave, tell the people where they can find you.
On
Oh,
the moon.
for Christ's sake. I'm on the moon. Turn around. You can find me on, I think I'm still on Twitter, Dave Hintz Comedy. YouTube, Dave Hintz Comedy's channel, his thing. You can see me in New Hampshire on September the 9th.
At the world famous Chunkies in Nashua.
Nice,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
I hope that guy's not hosting for us again.
Oh, Pat.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
It's just so bad. Christ.
They keep giving us the same host every time we've gone up there, and I guess he's just requesting it. It's like, this guy sucks. We told him last time, like, dude, you suck.
He probably wants to prove you wrong now.
I think
Next
we
time
had,
they're
I think we
in
had a
town.
guest spot too, right? Did we have a guest spot that show?
Oh my, yeah, that it was Rob. Both of them. It was
Oh, at the
Rob.
bar, but I'm talking about the last time we were at the movie theater.
At the
part.
movie theater.
'Cause we're
No,
performing
I
at a
don't-
movie theater, Bob.
Yeah, I don't think there was a guest spot.
Oh,
I
I've
don't
done
remember
that.
that.
That's fun.
Yeah, the stage is 97 feet high,
Ugh.
and they're all in sunken recliners.
yeah.
And we're
It's-
also, the closest seats to us are like 15 feet away.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
all
no,
spread
it's-
out too.
They're laying down. They've got pitchers of beer and pizza.
Yeah, no, I've done that. It's gonna be a great time.
We got a decent crowd, but it's also, what I like is that in front of the movie theater, in front of the theater that we're in, is a big picture of me, and it says rated R.
Wasn't that we sat down with we sat down in the back and there's a couple that was just shitting all over. Were they shitting all over, or they were just
Yeah.
laughing at you shitting on Pat?
They were laughing that you and I were talking about how bad he was going
Right.
to be. And then a minute later, while the show started, they were talking shit. I go, and they like looked at me and I'm like, I go, oh, and they go, oh, we're sorry, we're being loud. I go, no, what are you talking about? They're like, we were just talking about how right you two were. This guy sucks.
Aw, poor Pat.
Then, of course, I said,
Yeah.
if you think he sucks, wait till you see the next guy. And I just pointed to you as you were going up. It's like, this guy stinks.
Oh, that was a great time.
I'll do mine next. Bobby can close with his things. I will be, so this Saturday I will be at the Elbow Room in West Hartford, a fun show. There's still tickets available. Go come see that. September 1st and 2nd will be my first time for real headlining the Stress Factory in Bridgeport. So for a full weekend.
Nice.
Yes, it is Labor Day weekend, and I know why I'm on it, but whatever. I don't think I have enough time to really promote it because Chaz and AJ are off next week. But yesterday they're like, hey, which was kind of cool was one of the guys who works there was like, hey, they want us to put on a showcase over the weekend, have a bunch of comics. And my buddy Matt Lopes was just like, is there any chance you're available to do it? I go, you know what? I've got nothing going on Labor Day weekend. I don't even have radio. Yeah, sure. If they're going to do it, because I'll let you know how many comics and what the pay is going to be and how many shows we're going to do, whatever. But I guess when he said to Vinny Brand, he said, well, Pat O said he'll do it. And he goes, oh, well, then let's not do a showcase. Just let Pat headline and then Matt, you open. And then we'll get like a local host or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. So it's going to be 4 shows, but there's a chance it will be only 2 because we're hoping for, ticket sales. Who knows what we're going to do? But start first and second. Go to Stress Factory website, the one in Bridgeport. And if you're going to be in the area, Labor Day weekend, Friday and Saturday, you got a 3-day weekend there. You got a long fucking weekend to go. You can come out and see a fucking show. It's air conditioning. It's in the town. The city is scary, but the inside of that place is nice.
It is. It's really nice. That's awesome, Pat.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff Goldblum's mom.
You're welcome.
Bobby.
Definitely check out Pat at the Stress Factory in Bridgeport. That's a big show. Things on the horizon. I may go away for a little bit while we go on vacation over at Compound, but when I return, big things on.
What's
horizon.
vacation time?
Starts next week.
Are you going away from this?
No, I'll be around for this probably.
All right.
I'm just saying, like, if people don't see me on social media or they like DM me and I don't respond like I normally do, like, don't worry. I'm just relaxing. It's been a busy couple of weeks.
Are we gonna have to find a cubicle to talk to you?
No.
Hang
not
in
at
there,
all.
Bobby.
No, everything's good. Just got big things on the horizon, and if you can't.
Oh, one more plug. Sorry. I've started another podcast that I'm doing on this channel as well. I've been doing it in the mornings where I just wake up. When I take a poop, I look at what's trending, and then I get a coffee, and then I talk about 3 things. It's called Morning Coffee with a comma because I say morning to my coffee. And I've done a couple episodes already. They're only like 10, 15 minutes long. You can find them both on our Patreon and up on this YouTube channel here. So check those out as well. Now, Bobby, highlight her.
And if you can't join
No,
them,
highlight her.
and don't be
I want to see the lady for a minute.
of shit.
What's she doing? She's like looking off to the sunset or something. Like
She's
that.
getting ready to steal the sign from me and also say she's going to kill herself.
Oh, she was going to do a sneaky move. She was pretending to ponder and then going to sneak.
Yep, exactly.
What kind of shirt she have on? That's a rainbow.
I don't remember.
That's like an old school shirt. That's a young lady though.
That's Sabrina Piper. Check her out.
I know you said
She's
that. I
very
don't know
funny.
her. So
She's a very funny
Yeah, I
comedian
know
in New
her.
York. She just had Mark Normand on her podcast that dropped today. That's hot. Check it out. Check her out at
her
Funny
podcast is called That's Hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Follow her at Funny Girl with Tits on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm not joking. That's her handle. She's very funny. And on that note, if you can't join them,
Wait a minute. That's Dave's handle.
Funny girl with tits.
Funny Girl without Tits would be Dave's handle. And if you can't join them, beat them and don't be a piece of shit.
Or don't be a girl with tits.